This is what happens when you shop together in Rome. You come out of the dressing room, I look great in this shirt, and I look great in this shirt. We match. How's it been going, buddy?
Really good.
Yeah?
Really good, really fun.
Awesome. Jason Mans and I did a panel together in Rome, the first time we ever did Rome.
Yeah, we didn't even know each other.
We did not know each other, and we did a panel together. I remember thinking like, this is going to go one of two ways. But it ended up being great, because Jason, you had your guitar with you, and you kind of just played a little bit.
Did I play? I didn't even remember.
Yeah.
I remember there being a lot of height jokes.
Yeah, that's always a go-to.
Not for me.
Clearly not.
When the two of you did a panel together?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange. It was an odd matchup, but it went fine, because we're trained professionals.
How was it an odd matchup? Your friends?
No, we weren't at the time.
No, this was like 7 years ago.
We'd never met each other, so it's like,
who's this asshole?
Rich, grazie. Grazie mille.
Sir, your water?
Grazie mille.
Are you
Thank you very much.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, Mr. Jason Mans, everybody.
I did Rich. I just went that like this.
Except for my Are you cosplaying as Sparkle? That's awesome. Nicely done. If you're not, egg on my face. If that's your natural horn, I apologize.
That's actually unicorn.
Oops. I shouldn't have said anything about that. It's cold up here.
I'm really cold. This is the first time Rich and I have ever done a panel in Rome. Believe it or not.
Yes. So we never do in the States, all we do are panels together.
That's right.
And here, never. The Italians try to keep us apart.
Yep. I don't like the two little guys.
They don't make sense. They speak, I don't get it. They wear the same shirt.
They think they are so funny.
They think it's so great, and I think they're stupid. And again, no, the shirt. I go back into the shirt.
They're like my two dumb uncles.
There's our new sitcom.
my two dumb uncles.
Let's dive in, shall we?
Sure. Are there people that want to ask questions?
Well, they're lining up there. I certainly hope so, because it's socially awkward.
There's a line here, too.
Oh, I was going to go right here. You.
I was wondering, if Sam's a moose and Dean is a squirrel, what animals would Chuck and Gabriel be?
You are a shrimp. No, we figured this out.
I didn't call him a shrimp, but I think we really settled on the prehistoric squirrel from Ice Age.
Right.
But I don't know if that's too much in...
It's kind of stepping on the squirrel bit. Yeah. You are a Chihuahua.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
And I'm an asshole. I don't know.
You are
a jackass.
A jackass.
I'm a jackass.
Jackass?
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm like, yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yes, You.
Hey guys. So this is for Richard. The very first episode I ever watched of Supernatural, I came in very late in the game. I actually was it was already in syndication. I caught changing channels as my very first episode. And I thought, oh, this show is so funny. This is what everybody online's been talking about. I'll start watching, all those seasons on Netflix. And I learned that it was terrifying, especially in the first season. Now, changing channels has always stuck with me because I was fully tricked into watching this show by that episode. So I was wondering, since Gabriel had so much fun warping the universe, creating these very entertaining alternate universes, if he could create a new alternate universe on the show, what would it be?
Cartoon. Like Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Where suddenly it'd make everybody a cartoon figure. I think that'd be fun. And like they have the same thing like Zoinks. And when they run, they leave a cloudy image of themselves. Let's get out of here, Sammy. Poof. I think it'd be fun. It'd be like a Scooby-Doo episode, but instead of the mystery machine, they have their car. And I feel like a cartoon universe would be fun for them. And then when they really piss me off, I would just erase them. Oh, here comes the eraser.
And you as the trickster did like designing the whole...
Exactly. See, I think Bugs Bunny did an episode like that one time a million years ago,
Right.
where something bad was happening and he pulled back and it was the cartoon Bugs Bunny sitting at a real writer's desk drawing the cartoons.
You know what else is that he used to do that would be funny for the cartoon trickster to do was like lay down a black circle.
And the guys fall in the hole,
Yeah.
or when you run through a wall, it's like you.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I'll do cartoon. Cartoon me. Thank you. You.
Hey, so it seems that God has been casting a band lately with David Bowie and Prince, for example. So I'm wondering who's next in line.
Little pin in that. What?
Some great musicians have just died, and so
Right.
it's almost as if God is putting a band together.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so who's next in line?
Well, that's hard to say because I'm saying...
Are you wanting us to pick who we think will die next in the musical community? I'm not picking. I'm not going to jinx myself.
I hope nobody. It's been tragic. It's been a tragic year for rock and roll.
Weird, man. I mean, we had, I add Glenn Frey to that list.
Yeah.
Huge losses.
I still am honestly in mourning about Prince. Like, I still wake up and go, Prince is dead. Like, that's crazy.
I had this experience, and I think, we talked about it, that when Prince died, I didn't realize I was as big a Prince fan until Prince died, and I'm like, oh man. Like, I hadn't really thought about, I didn't have a bunch of Prince albums, but I've always liked his music. I didn't realize how big a fan I was. And then I didn't realize how big an impact he had, quite frankly. I mean, I was really bummed out by the loss of Prince. And then in digging into his history, his impact on other musicians was really, really amazing. How many people came out and said unbelievable things about him.
Obviously, he was, like, for me, growing up, he was, our era. I mean,
I know.
1984, Purple Rain came out. Him, Madonna, and Michael Jackson were actually all the same age. Madonna's still with us. Yeah.
Or so she'd have us believe.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, we're not.
But I'm
picking.
not going to do it.
We're not doing it. We're not picking.
It's not my place.
So
It's
none of them.
God.
Let's go with none of them. Door closed. You. Hi.
I wanted to ask that now that Chuck is back, welcome back. Is there anything that fans can contribute so that Gabriel is back on the show?
Anything the fans can do to get Gabriel back?
Yes.
What was the question?
Now that God is back, it's great. Welcome back.
Yeah.
How can we get Gabriel back on the show?
Oh, somebody tweeted a question this morning. I was looking at Twitter, and they said, based on your most recent episode, and they said, but I know you make a reference. Your character makes a reference to we don't have time.
Well, I said that bringing you back would be, yes, something that we don't have time to do.
We don't have time to do.
Yeah.
And so somebody tweeted me this morning and said, but if God can bring back Castiel, why can't he bring back Gabriel? And my response was, that's a great question. Hashtag Ask Andrew Dabb, who's the new showrunner. He's the new chief of the show. He's the new boss. So direct all your Gabriel questions to Andrew Dabb's Twitter feed, which is @AndrewDabb. Makes it very easy.
And ideally, finding a way to bring Gabriel and God back together.
Same episode. Would be unbelievable.
As soon as I read that line that I said, it's beyond my power to bring him back, and he's the stuff of primordial creation. It's time we don't have that kind of time. I called him and I was like, so I referenced bringing you back. Like, we could have brought you back.
Yeah, I know.
It's so awesome.
Look, anything can happen in the supernatural universe. Obviously, it's awesome to have Chuck back, and it's been fantastic. It's long overdue. We had Pellegrino back this year in a great way. I mean, it's been really cool. They've brought back some classic characters. It's very cool. But the thing is, anything can happen in the universe. So we hope we put it out there, and certainly the fandom gets listened to by the writers, so always feel free to share your opinions on Twitter. I mean, you guys are a powerful force. Need I remind you, the show is going into its 12th season. because of you. You all, I'm not saying this just for the sake of sucking up to an audience, and I'm not beyond sucking up to an audience. But I'm just saying, for real, you guys control this universe. So.
Well, and also we should say too, they brought back many characters like yours in season 10 and mine this year because of you, because they know.
Right. So, and you know, out of curiosity, how many of you people think Gabriel is dead? No. How many people think Gabriel's alive?
Well, he's got to be, because I didn't say like, well, Gabriel's dead.
Right.
He's out of the. Because I said it's just bringing him back. It's going to take some time.
Honestly, that's what I thought. I mean, that's how I interpreted it. But I was following Twitter after your episode aired. A lot of people said that means Gabriel's dead. I'm like, no, kids, no.
No, it just means it's.
So I already said that in the season where I come back and Castiel asks me if I'm dead, and I give him the old, you know, if I were dead, I would have told him I'm not dead.
No, and I would have said like that's never going to happen, and that's not what I said.
So thank you for asking. Hashtag Ask Andrew Dab. You.
Hi. Sorry for my English. You've been here since the very beginning of JIB7, like us, and we wanted to know if there's some word or phrase that you would like to learn in Italian.
Robbie? We just learned one backstage. We thought we...
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Michele.
What is it, Michele?
Michele, quit tying your shoe. What is the phrase? Come here real quick. This is our... We have our own personal Italian. So how do you say must be nice?
Must be nice. Deve essere bello.
Deve essere bello.
Sarebbe bello.
You talk like Romanian.
Sarebbe bello.
Sarebbe.
Sarebbe
Bello.
Sarebbe bello.
Which our favorite thing to say to each other.
Sarebbe bello. Grazie mille, Michele.
Grazie mille. Our favorite thing to say to each other is "must be nice," as in.
Wow, button your shirt, huh? Must be nice.
Must be nice.
We just are very disrespectful to each other consistently, and we want to be sure we can do that in multiple languages.
Sarebbe bello.
Well, so you're going to Rome, huh? Sarebbe bello.
And actually, the name of our production company that we just started together is Must Be Nice.
That's the name of it. I think it's very funny too. I was watching Michele and Rob do this backstage. And he'd say, sarebbe. And Rob would say, to my ear, the exact same back. He's like, sarebbe. He's like, no. Sarebbe. Sarebbe. No. Sarebbe. Sarebbe. I don't know. I'm doing wrong.
And then he's like, sarebbe. And I go, sarebbe.
No. Forget. Il motto.
But what's the phrase which she's asking you, you've been here since the first jib. What phrase do you want to learn that you could tell her you want to learn to say?
Lucifer, you're my brother and I love you, but you are a great big bag of dicks.
Sei mio fratello e ti voglio bene, ma sei veramente un coglione.
Boom. Thank you. Well done. You, young lady.
Okay, my question is, if we were fortunate enough to get Gabriel back for season 12, how do you think he would make his entrance? Like, casually stroll in, make a big show?
Leap out of a cake.
Dragged by that?
I just answered. You can't keep listening. No, not that answer. I think he'd leap out of a cake wearing a Speedo. At a bachelorette party.
I could see that happening.
You realize you would have to
There's
do
no
that.
winners in that scenario. Nobody does. You're kind of, by the way, you hear like 4 people went, woo! That's because they have a weird fetish about old guys in Speedos. There's no real win to that, except for I'd be back on the show. That part's a win. The Speedo bit. That might make the first draft of the script, and they'd be like, yeah, no, we're going to have a drop-off on Act 2 if we do that. Or a porno. I mean, I got to be honest, it's always nice to slide into a porno. I feel like he's very at home there. Those are his people, that's his world. I think it'd be a great way for him to come back. He did it a little bit for Castiel. I don't see why he should get out of porn. It's been good to him. It's been a good business work. He's good to it. It's a win-win. Everyone wins. So whatever it is, it should be overtly and offensively sexual. So thank you for the question. You.
Hello.
watching like everything that's been going on somewhere. And I was wondering, what do you think he would say or think right now of the situation the boy's in?
I think you'd think the darkness was hot.
She's your aunt.
What?
She's your aunt.
Whatever, dude. I'm from the South. You never had a hot aunt when you were a kid? Wow, must be nice.
Sarebbe bello.
Sarebbe bello. Over here, McKenna's like, no! Stop with the sarebbe. You ruined it.
I give up.
I quit. Bad. What were we talking about? Oh, what were they doing?
You being hot for your aunt.
Yeah, be hot for my aunt. Thank you, Robbie. Good answer. Thank you for feeding me that.
What do you think of what the boys are in now? What do you think of what's going on?
I would be annoyed that my phone wasn't ringing, that you weren't bringing me down to play hardball with everybody.
There you go.
You really, our father-son relationship is still clearly damaged, that you don't think I can handle the tough stuff.
That's not what I said.
Oh, really? Here you are in dire straits, and I'm looking at my phone going, well, the bat phone ain't ringing for Gabriel.
You got yourself into trouble, and I'm just saying, it's going to take some time. We don't have time.
Well,
okay?
All I know is that Balthazar and I are having cocktails watching the shit go down, and when you get ready, you let us know when you want help.
All right.
You. Nope, I just pointed to you.
Okay. So you've been doing conventions and interacting with fans for many years, and I wanted to ask, what have you learned about yourself during this time that you didn't know before you got so closely involved?
Interesting. Rob and I've done a gazillion conventions at this point, and I think it's one of the things that I find interesting for my experience is I used to get really nervous before doing panels, before doing anything where I came on stage and had to interact with fans, because I'm not familiar with the convention world previous to doing them myself. And the idea, when you're an actor or performer, I mean, I'm used to being on stage, but it was being on stage as a character. I'm not a stand-up comic. And so when I'd be doing a character on stage for theater, I'd be acting like this. When you do a convention, it's this. It's all about the audience and stuff. And so I found myself very nervous every time because of the unknown. And now I thrive on it. I love it. And Rob loves it. And we come up on stage in the US cons that we basically co-host for 3 days, and we don't even talk about what we're going to do. And we go out and blow through 45 minutes of improv, and they're pulling us off the stage with a hook, going, you're killing us.
Yeah, we're going that was 45 minutes already?
Yeah.
It's actually 50.
We love it. To me, it's the greatest theater sport in the world. It's an amazing. Tama was saying yesterday, it actually makes you a better actor to come out and do conventions because you have to face things that are difficult for you in terms of this kind of interaction. Not that you people are scary, you people are fabulous, but you've probably spoken to your class or to your coworkers or at some point where you had to be up in front of people, and it can be nerve-wracking. It just can be. When your words are prepared. When they're not prepared and you got to keep the ball rolling for who knows how long, let me tell you something, kids.
Well, it's also like it's like speaking in front of your class who are all taking pictures of you and video.
Yeah.
So you really got to be careful.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I've learned that. I think the amazing part is not just I bring an angle to the show to people at conventions, but I feel like I've improved myself by doing them. Now, if I could just do them on a treadmill, I'd be fit as a fiddle. It'd be like, we could turn it into an exercise class.
Why do you think I jump so much with the band?
Is that what it is? My workout. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
You.
Hi, this is for the both of you. What is the weirdest thing or place you've seen your face on? And also, Rob, did you give Rich my pick?
No, I haven't given it to you. You got to see this. It's great. I haven't seen him. You answer the question. I'll give you this.
When you say what's the weirdest thing we've seen our face on, you mean like in a Photoshop kind of way, or where we put our weird actual faces? Because that's none of your beeswax. What's that? Oh, it's a dick pic. Nice. Well done. And there's me. That's awesome. Very cool.
Enjoy, and I hope you'll use it. Bye.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. That's cool.
Strangest place we've seen our face on.
I don't. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that comes up on the web that people have said, "Oh, I put your face on this."
You know what I just saw that someone did?
You're gonna say Full House?
But you've seen the new Full House?
No.
It's really funny. It's me and you and Matt as the dudes, and then like Jensen, Jared, and Misha's faces on like the two baby girls. Jensen and Jared are the two baby girls, and then I think Misha and Jensen are the two baby girls, and then Jared is the like grown woman.
Got it.
And I can't remember who the characters are, but it's really funny.
There's a lot, but we'll go with that because Matt as John Stamos is worth seeing. So it's funny seeing the R2M, the Rob, Rich, and Matt Full House version. I haven't seen that one.
You guys see it? It's pretty funny.
You.
Hi. So my little sister is going to play on stage for the first time next week, and she would like some advice from you to not to be nervous before going on stage and playing in front of a crowd. So do you have some advice or some tricks you do before?
What does she play?
Guitar.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. You know, I mean, for a couple of years I took something called beta blocker, which is it like.
Are we sure we're going to talk about drugs for the kids? Are we sure, like, you know what? I'll pick 3 fingers of scotch, and it just takes the edge right off.
No, it's not like barbiturate. Just chill out.
Oh no, cool.
The doctor prescribed it. A lot of professional music. My point is, no, there's a point to this story.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here.
A doctor prescribed it because I would shake. I was nervous, and so I would shake. It made me, you know, it make it hard to play. A lot of you see me. I still kind of shake, but for me, I stopped taking them because I ultimately found I found calmness in the fact that people were there to listen to me, and they wanted it to be good. You know what I mean? It wasn't a test, and so I don't take the beta blockers anymore. And it's in the first couple songs you're going to be nervous. It's just going to happen, and then just, you know, deep breath and go with it, and just know that everyone there wants you to do well. You know, and there's nothing wrong with making a mistake.
The only thing I'll chime in on that is I think nerves are a good thing. I honestly think being nervous, even though I talked about like it being, you know, being nervous before I did panels, I think at the time made me do better panels because it sort of provided my energy. Like it wasn't a paralyzing fear, that's different. Being nervous is normal. To get in front of people, to perform, to put yourself out there like that is nerve-wracking. If it were easy, everybody would do it. So it is nerve-wracking, and I think sometimes that's okay. That's the adrenaline that drives you to perform. I feel like that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like before the Saturday night special, the concert we play, I'm always backstage like pacing, and a lot of times people.
I'm pacing when you're on stage. I'm back there. I mean, I'm back there. You know. I mean, so yeah.
A lot of times people will be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh no, this is good. You want me like this." Like it's bad if I'm like. I mean, yeah, you want to be a little nervous.
So I would just tell your sister that it's natural, and to you know, it's like a kung fu. Use that power for good. Thank you.
Just know it's not a test. She's gonna be great. Thanks.
You.
Hi, it's for both of you, but slightly different. Going Old Testament God and going Scandinavian trickster Loki God. What would you prefer to have sacrificed for you in your honor?
Rob talks about this all the time.
Well, you have gummy bears, so.
Huh?
Rob got gummy bears, and you'll get some.
I got it.
But that, I don't know if you could sacrifice a gummy bear.
Tell that to the 5 gummy bears I just put in my stomach. I would love to see. Sacrificed. Rich?
You rapping?
Well, this is the point where you kind of help me out.
I feel like you're on fire right now. How those beta blockers? Can't they kick it in yet?
I would love to see sacrificed.
Would you kill an actual animal? Is that? I mean, I'm just
no, we're just killing something. How about like instruments of destruction? You know what I mean? Like
sacrifice weaponry.
Yeah, sacrifice weaponry. That's what I do.
Oh,
she laughed.
She laughed. Same.
I was going for
No, same doesn't count.
That does.
I was going for world peace.
So
So in this week's episode, Jacques mentioned that he couldn't bring back Gabrielle to defeat Amara. But if he had, what trick do you think Gabrielle would have played on Amara?
So in this week's episode,
I'm trying to think, but I feel like things are. I don't think he would have played a trick on her. They're in the middle of the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But Gabriel has a serious side. I don't necessarily think it would have been. I mean, if you want an honest answer, I don't think it would have done any kind of trick. It's like I think they would have been all business because it's a serious situation. I think it would defeat the purpose of him getting involved if he's not going to take it seriously. So I think that he would not be.
He would have been like Lucifer in it, like is like the final things that he like stabs her, and that's how we try to really get her. That's like the final step. But I think he would have also been there with another like, and me too.
Yeah.
I got all my sons like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I think the tricking would have been saved for the after party.
Okay.
You.
Hi, Richard. So I have like two things to say to you. First,
She's Maltese. I just said this. No. It's the only thing. I worked in Malta for 3 months doing Open Water 2, and the only thing I remember about how to say Maltese is No. Okay.
So you just answered my question because I was gonna ask which movie you.
Oh, Open Water 2.
Oh.
It's it has nothing to do with Open Water 1. It's one of those. It's a movie we did that was called Godspeed at the time, and then Lionsgate bought it for distribution. And so here in Europe, it may be called Adrift. It got called Adrift in Europe, and in the States, it got called Open Water 2 because the recurring character of the water was also in this. It brings back all your favorite characters from Open Water 1.
It's actually
the ocean.
Open water. Both of them are open water.
So it's Open Water 2, and that's what we shot off the coast of Malta.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. You. Oh, and by the way, we do have to do there's a game thing? Oh, this is what we do? All right.
Do you want to pick a random?
All right, I'm going to answer a question while you're doing that. Your question.
Okay, thank you. So, everyone who has ever met you knows this. You're such an easygoing and generally nice person. But...
you must be talking to Rob. Rob, this is for you.
Both of you. Don't be silly. But is there something that really makes you mad? Have you got any pet peeves? Something that, no, don't do that. Rich hates that, or Rob hates that.
I think we both have a litany of things that bug the crap out of us.
We're a walking pile of pet peeves.
I think Rob and I are both, this is not things that annoy us per se, but we can both get really heated and we won't go down this road, but we talk politics. We're both very politically aware guys, and so we have, one of the things that I really like about the group we run with is they're all very well-read and educated and smart guys, so we have some pretty interesting debates that can be, we're for the most part on the same side of the aisle, but we have things, this is not us getting mad at each other, I'm saying, and so we can get like into really serious conversations about the political state of affairs in the United States and that kind of thing, and we have serious conversations about that. As far as things that annoy us, you got one?
I thought just you and I annoy each other all the time.
Oh yeah, we're both cramming each other. Stop it! Stop it! Must be nice. Don't say that.
You know, it's like you and I will do our arguing in front of like the rest of the group, and I know there's always a point where they're like, oh, there's somebody, oh god, it got serious.
Yeah, they're like, you're really annoying.
I don't have like me in the car. Yeah, well, you this, yeah, well, you this, well, you're an asshole. And like,
we do. We kind of fight like brothers, which I think is good.
It is.
It kind of fuels our comedy and the show we're designing, and we're work together a lot, not only in conventions, but writing, creating, and producing our own show, which is Kings of Con, which we're very excited about. Which, by the way, update, we're shooting in July, and it'll launch in October. So on Comic-Con HQ. So find it, sign up. I'm trying to think of other things that anything that annoys us. Is there anything? I mean,
don't talk to Rich about
blank. Blank. Oh, I don't mean like how we annoy each other, just in general. Like what annoys you in
about you?
Oh no, leave me out of it.
Oh, does it annoy you when you get questions like what kind of tree would you be?
Oh yeah, that one.
He doesn't like, what do you call that kind of
hypotheticals.
Hypotheticals. He really doesn't like hypotheticals. I love them.
He loves I thought you were not a fan of. I know it bugs the crap out of you. Just in the convention world now, people come up to you like, photo. Oh my God, you're so short. I was like, thanks a lot, click.
It's okay. This isn't really a pet peeve, but the story that people didn't know here that's really great is I think it was here, or maybe it was London. I was doing a convention, or Birmingham. I was doing a convention, and a person said, "What color would you say your hair was?"
Oh, that's a great story, man.
And I was like, sort of, dirty brown, and the chick was like, brown and gray. And the best part of the story is she stopped a second time. So she goes, brown and gray. And then she goes, second time, brown and gray. And Rich thought that was the funniest story.
Rob told us that story kind of bummed, and I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard in my life. So I proceeded to inject the words brown and gray into texts and conversations as much as possible. Months later, he'd be talking about something he's got to deal with a lawyer. I'm like, oh, dude, if you need legal help, I got a great law firm. Just call these guys. Give him a number. I'm like,
you wait for me to go, oh, really? What are they called?
Law firm of Brown and Gray. I was doing the Mountain Dew commercial I directed.
I'm editing this Mountain Dew commercial, Robbie, and I really don't like the logo. Really don't like the colors they've chosen. Oh, bummer, man. It had nothing to do with me, so I was like, okay. And he's like, no, Robbie, you're gonna hate these colors. These colors of this Mountain Dew logo are just way off. I'm like, sorry to hear that, bro. And he's like, no, but you know what the colors are? I don't know, Rich. What are the colors? And he's like, brown and gray.
And every time I text
the second text,
brown and gray. All right, let's do the movie bit. Here we go. Robbie.
Oh, it just comes right out.
Bingo, Robbie.
All right, here we go.
Number
41.
41.
41.
Tomo Pennick's age. Take it over there.
It's my favorite movie ever.
God, I love Star Wars. This was honestly my favorite episode of Supernatural. I loved this so much. I remember seeing this when I was a child in the movie theaters and thinking, God, Jared and Jensen are really good. I can't wait till they're born.
This was tough. This was a tough scene to shoot. Yeah. CW doesn't usually let you crash a tank. There he is, Jensen Ackles. And there's me, Rich, and Matt hovering over the edge.
And Misha Collins, everybody. Misha Collins. Hands together. Are we watching the whole movie? Is that?
Well, all three movies.
Good. Timing is everything.
That's great, and then
it's
he
so
looks,
good.
And then there's more, and then this is great. This is my favorite part.
The scene where two old assholes are on stage
with the same shirt.
Oh, right.
All right, we got a whip and a hat.
Okay, Rob has a whip and a hat.
Bend over, big boy.
And see, we've gone full circle. You want to know how Gabriel would re-enter the show? Man-on-man porn.
You got a little reach around.
You kind of nipped it, buddy. Let's go. Let's go easy on you. Whip me.
Smoke. Richard.
This morning, all right, kill the music. This morning we dumped a bunch of flowers on Tomo with the music.
Hey, I don't think they understand. Kill the music.
Okay, musica el morto. We dumped a bunch of flowers on Tomo because it's his birthday. So we did what all guys do on a guy's birthday, which is pelt him with small flowers, and then overturn the basket. And I overturned the basket on him right as they cued the smoke.
So we all thought that was flower dust.
We all were like, Jesus, this is the dustiest bunch of flowers. Gonna kill the audience.
And then, and I was a real a-hole to you because I looked at you and I was like, good job.
You really PO'd.
I really PO'd.
It's a smoke machine, Robbie.
And then I found a smoke machine egg on my face.
Yeah. Do you have something to say to me?
Huh? I'm still laughing at Kill Music, Richard Kill Music. He does American colloquialisms in other countries, and...
Okay, talk about things that annoy Rob. Me using American colloquialisms when we're abroad. It drives him nuts.
We sat next to, on a train in Italy, in Rome, I mean, in Italy on the way to Milan. We sat across from this newlywed couple.
Which you could tell because they were all oogly-eyed and had the rings and all the crap.
But Italian was their first language. They spoke English.
Now keep it. Let me set the scene. Also, we were sitting across from them. So I mean, they're sitting here. They're sitting there. So you're stuck on a train facing strangers. So then I thought I'd just make conversation with the engaged couple. The
just a new train story.
Very happily newly engaged couple, and I said, "When are you getting hitched?"
When are you getting hitched?
And the guy looked at me like, "Eh?" I'm like, "When are you going to boat the bass, tie the knot? When it's going down? When are you doing the deed?" And Robbie's going, "Mitch, they don't. He literally, he just had a... The whole thing, he's like, "I'm so sorry. They don't, I barely know what when you get hitched means."
Totally.
Because I'm Southern. I use a lot of colloquialisms. It's part of what we do. Mm-hmm. We have crushes on our hot aunts, and we use colloquialisms.
I've known him for about 20 years, but really, I actually known his name for about 7. And it's a different story. But he still pulls things out of his hat. He says things that I do not know where, I've never heard him say it before. I don't know what it means. You gotta oil up that pig before you do the dance. What? I don't know what that is. And where does that come from?
I remember saying that. I said, "Well, we made a silk purse out of a sow's ear." Which means we made lemonade out of lemons. It's
Which means we took a bad situation and made it good. Yeah, you're like,
I'm really gonna spell it out for you.
We took a sow's ear and made it gold. That means lemons out of lemonade. No, that's not an explanation. That's another colloquialism.
He said something that I don't want to do with him. He's like, "Well, we got to go do this." You got a turd in your pocket? Like, I'm not going with you. It means
again. And then, the other thing is, you don't go, "Oh, what's the saying?" You have it. It's just there. It's all in your bank, your hard drive, and it just amazing.
Am I the only one who thinks this whole panel's taking a turn since Rob started wearing the whip and hat? No, it's okay, man. It's good. It suits you.
What did you say? Someone during autographs said, which I thought was really kind of fun, put your life's motto, your life motto. I said, always believe in yourself. But before I wrote down mine, I went, "Oh, let's see what Rich's is. This will be good." And it says, "Never try to get blood from your eye."
I said, "Never take blood from an eye."
And I said to him, "Rich, what's never take blood from an eye?" It's one I've never heard. And he was like, "Can't take blood from the eye." What? You don't want to stab your eye, that's going to be bad.
Yeah, medically, if you're trying to draw blood, you want to go with a bigger vein in the arm, which is where hospitals go. You try to get a nice vial of blood out of your eyeball, you're going to be at it for a while.
And I was like, "Really though? What does it mean?" He's like, "Oh, don't stab the eye. Keep sharp objects away from your eye."
And? You're welcome. I really did confuse you.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions? Are we just killing them? You're somebody else, right? You're waiting for me. Oh, does the clown have a question?
Clown with a neck, she's got a whole neck thing there going on. She really took a...
means the choker she's wearing?
No, she's got some scars from right?
Cutting off the head of a clown doesn't help.
Yeah, cutting off her head.
That's my new slogan.
I just wanted to tell you that at Met TV there was already a cartoon Supernatural with the Impala Mystery Machine. Do you want to see a picture?
Sure.
Sure. I feel like we're being set up for something.
No, come on up. We're seeing a picture of a cartoon supernatural.
Sure enough, Robbie.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
When was it on?
Thank you.
On Mad TV?
Yeah, for Orlando Johnson.
Oh, yes, because Orlando Jones is a big fan, and oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it was on Mad TV.
Oh, Mad TV, you got it.
That's funny. It reminds me of earlier, someone had one of the books, you know, their books.
The Carver Edlund books? Or?
No, like there have been like 12 fictional novels based on supernatural that take place in between the seasons.
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of cool, right? I thought, oh, cool. I was like, are like Gabe and Chuck in it? And she goes, I don't think so, no.
Ouch.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt.
Tough room.
Not because of her, but because of the writer of the books. Well, we're going to change
Who
that.
writes the books? Who?
What's that?
Who writes the books? Who does the... It's not the writing
His
staff.
name's Eugene Smithers.
Eugene Smithers?
I write the books. No, I don't know who it is.
You seem to know about the books. I thought maybe you knew who wrote the book.
What do you think about the books? That's what I said. I didn't know.
Must be nice.
Yep. Sarebbe? Sarebbe bene. Bello. Sarebbe bello.
Sarebbe bello. You're making me so mad when you try to speak. And Kaylee's like, this is my lassie.
You're murdering my language.
You're doing terrible things. Ruin your own language. Colloquial, take blood from an eye. It makes no sense. In any language, that makes no sense. You playing a, aren't you playing a show here? Playing music?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Robbie's playing music tomorrow night.
And then on Monday, at Jailbreak, we're getting the whole band back together. Jason, myself, we'll have a...
That's the whole band? The whole band's it? Two dudes.
No, Laura. And Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles.
And Richard Spader Jr.
Richard Spader Jr.
And there might be an appearance by Timothy Ullman.
Robert. I can't wait to don the stage with you and play my harmonica device. Hello, everybody.
Danielle, the boss is here.
Danielle Lachuz. Yes. Well, nobody came to get us. We don't know. We're just guys talking.
You give us a mic and a stage, and we do not leave.
Here we are. This is what we do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the signal. And I just want to say, you guys are awesome. And,
if you learn nothing else from us this weekend, it's hashtag Ask Andrew Dab. At Andrew Dab. And never take blood from an eye. Thank you, everybody. Have a great one. See you later.
It's the second time in the morning we've got a whip on stage. I don't know if we are turning to a fetish convention.